seeing how well they did it. Okay, last board. Significantly heavier than the rest. It's an Epson. Also dirty. So it's kind of soft and smushy. It's all plastic case, but it sure feels heavier than that. I guess there's just steel plate inside is what I think. So it's an Epson. What do we got? The cable's not great. It's all stretched out and wonky, but it's PS2-ish looking. It says it's a keyboard unit model T, either O or 026A. So we'll zoom in on that and see what we got. Don't see any dates. It's interesting. The case looks like no screws. We'll be popping tabs to get things off of there. Take it apart. Let's see what we got for what's under these keycaps. Oh yeah, I remember. Okay, so this, I've seen it in Bowden's videos where there's, well actually I believe this looks like a Fujitsu peerless switch to me that I had in one of my last month's recycler haul, but so I'm curious immediately, like, was that an Epson last month or not? And if it was or wasn't, can you, if any certain brand has a Fujitsu peerless switch, if that's what this is, you just, it's interchangeable, like this keycap set would work on that one? I don't know. It's not, double shot, but it is very interesting to me because it does have more than one color, so you can see that the alts have the blue, and also look at the numpad. It's got, it's my first one I think that has multiple colors on it, so that sounds cool. I mean, that's attractive to me. So I hope or wish there's a way maybe to reuse this keycap set on any board, or maybe even this board. This is pretty shitty case, so it might clean up pretty nice. I'm kind of liking it. I don't know about these switches though. Like I said, it feels pretty mushy to me, but it's very solid. Trying to bend it or torque it, I can't. So I think the steel plate inside, where these other ones we looked at felt a little crappier in like quality, overall quality. This one seems like it has a chance of being solid quality. Yeah, no, I didn't see a date anywhere, so I guess we'll find that out when we hopefully crack it open. Usually the PCB inside has a date on it if there's not one on the outside. Yeah, overall I kind of like, like I said, I like the blue font. All right, let's get the last sticker on this, and that'll be it for December recycler haul. 12 print. Come on. Okay, there's one. Oops, didn't quite do that right. This one didn't tear as easily. Okay, there we go. Yeah. And looking forward to cleaning some of these up at least, and getting some clean keycaps, and maybe I gotta practice some case cleaning. I haven't done that either. I was debating dishwasher by hand in the sink and some of that, so we'll see. That's my recycler haul for December 2019. We'll see you guys later. All right, we're gonna do a little more with the Epson recycler haul keyboard. I can't remember how dirty it was when I took it apart and did the keycaps, but it's a model T026A. These are Fujitsu peerless switches. I kind of want to see what's inside, so let's do the teardown on it. Just for fun, I have the my clean keycaps here. That's a whole nother video, but I guess I was surprised that they're kind of, the colors were actually granity and not, you know, like here's one of this is kind of the shades of, I guess you got the darker gray with the lighter, I guess it's beige, but I don't know, it looks more granity to me than, it's definitely not white. I don't know if we can tell, but yeah, let's see if we get these up here. Kind of looks white on the video, but trust me, it's more gray or beige in person. This one is. Anyways, they're very clean and happy to have those. They're kind of funky looking where they're hollow inside, you know, because they fit over the peerless. But so you never know. Maybe they'll come in handy for someone that wants some more keycaps for their peerless. I think they're a nice color. So. Yeah, I'll set that aside. Yeah, I was gonna try to get, I think I'm looking for a date code actually, so we'll try to at least get that off the PCB. Yeah, looks like we should open easily with the, I don't know, I haven't opened one of these like this, but I assume it's just using a screw. Oh yeah, I better, actually I don't know how, but we'll figure it out. Let's see. Well, how does this come apart? Okay, yeah, maybe I just pop each of those. But then how are you supposed to grab onto it? Because I don't have anything to lift, so I don't get how I'm supposed to pry this open. So I do that, but then what? Am I supposed to get in the crack and maybe? Not sure what I want to use to, maybe the spudger will help. Yeah. Huh. That's a little harder than I expected. What else is there? Anything I'm missing here? These guys, I don't want to break it, but let's see. I would think maybe you have to, I can kind of feel it starting to come out when I do that. Maybe if I did a couple of them and got the spudger in there, it would be, keep it pried open maybe. Yeah. Okay. So why is that one still stuck? It should not be. Is there one here on the side? I think it's fine probably. See if we can keep the spudger in there while we move down the line to the other guys. Left-handed, but I'll try to switch and become right-handed for a second here. Oh yeah, there we go. It's looking better. Huh. So I think it's off this clasp, but what's still catching? This side. Oh, okay. So looks like I have to pry out the side. There we go. Yeah. So if you see these little notches, this one this thing has a ledge sticking in. So if we pry that out, we'll be home free here. Whoa. Okay. All right, well, here's the inside. Oh, when I was taking it off, by the way, look, this one interesting thing is, this happens. I didn't know what how these worked. So when I pried one off, I'm like, oh, cool. And I put it back on, and I'm like, why isn't this coming up? So it's just stuck down, if you can see. And I learned later when I took another one off, because I saw a spring flying around. I'm like, oh, they have a spring in them. And so I was wondering, when I took the keycaps off, I'm like, well, where's the spring? And so I was asking my family to find it around the room, but turns out it's, it was right here in the case. So so now I got my missing spring. In fact, maybe we'll fix that right now, except I don't know where my switch puller is. You see my switch puller, honey? Shoot, kind of need that, but I didn't expect to be doing any, well, I don't know. So if I find it, I will do it, and it's also a good reason to use my new ramen dish. I'll hold the spring in that. Yeah, look pretty. Okay, that's all right, honey. You don't need to look. I don't know why it's not on the table, though. That's all right. That's fine for now. I'll do it later. Okay, what do we got here? Can we see anything? We got some tabs. Oh, look at this. This has some model number in it, but I don't know what that's talking about. Made in Malaysia, not really. Is that a date? At the end, like 1989 on that F4008489? I doubt it. Let's see if we can do better than that. Yeah, I mean, where's the... I guess so. The PCB is still hiding underneath the metal. Is this plastic? Yeah, plastic plate. This is a plastic plate, but this is metal. Okay. Oh, the metal lifts sort of out from that one. Oh, yeah, metal's lifting out. Okay. Let's turn this over. We got a controller board and the keyboard connector. We can unplug the keyboard for a sec. There's my, I wonder if a spudger helps with this or not. I don't want to pull the wires out, but yeah, okay. Well, I don't know. Okay, yeah, so can we get at the motherboard? Probably. Here's some screws we could take out. Wow, that's a lot of screws. I kind of like this Epson board, and I was thinking about restoring it, because I do like the keycaps on it. Another thing I didn't show is that these that have my favorite thing, yeah, it's the colors. It's got 3 colors, so that's one of the things that's attractive to me. Let me get out the insert. Let's see. So yeah, like they have some colored keys. In fact, over in the numpad, there's a bunch of this blue, and then on the main keyboard on this front part, there's some that have yet another color. So I've seen, 3 colors basically. So that's, I think it'd be attractive if everything could come out as clean as this, but I have a feeling I'd have to retrobrite the case, and see, so it's kind of opening it also to see what we'd have to clean in here. It's not very dirty, I'd say. Why didn't I do the space bar? That's puzzling. Did I forget to take the space bar off? OMG. Wow. Well, that's fun. We could, yeah, I'll have to fix that. Another interesting thing actually to me is like why these have red on them, and they're the ones that have extra, they're extra wide, so they need stabilization. But I don't think it did all the stabilization. Let's see, this one, this one, this one. I guess so, yeah. This one. I think it's over here. This is this does this, this does this. Yeah, okay. So I guess it's just to indicate which ones need stabilization, but are these different switches when they're colored like that, or why bother coloring them at all? I mean, it's obvious where the keycap goes, but oh, maybe it's this one. Look, it doesn't have it actually has black. Part of me was wondering, maybe the springs are different. wait, because you know sometimes in Topra or other things I could see them waiting the, you know, escape, and so maybe these have a certain weight with the orange, and this one that has black marker on it is some kind of different weighting. I'm not sure. It is cool though. Let's see. I guess since I do want to clean it and maybe do more with it, I'll probably see if I can keep breaking this apart here a little bit. Okay, so there's that. Do I want to take the cable off, so let me get my tiny screwdriver so we can keep going on this. Maybe I'll find my switch puller in here as well. Normally it lives in here. Let's see, what do I want right now? I'm trying to get a screwdriver, a little one. Where's my switch puller? Yeah, that's bizarre. Need to buy 5 of them so you know. Oh, I feel it, I got it. All right, let's do the switch puller first. Why was I gonna do that? Oh, I was gonna fix this one because it didn't have a spring. Okay. Oh, let's see. Yeah, I found that they're kind of, these switches are fascinating. So they're, let's see, this is the way they face on the keyboard. But if you flip it upside down, it's stuck. There's a catch here and a catch here for when you, so when I want to pull this switch up, jockeying left and right doesn't do anything, but rocking back and forth is the trick to get it to come off either one direction or the other from these side clips. So this is where this one goes, and here's the spring that is supposed to be in the hole in the slider. So we put that in there, and then we'll get this the right direction, and then there. Now we got a functioning key again. Good. Okay, let me get a tiny screwdriver. What do I got in here? This one? Yeah. We'll see if this one's what we want. So I'm trying to take the screw off of here real quick.
Yeah, screw is better. Well, we can get some screw on. There's no
I think that is not doing the job. What is... I don't know what this is. Let's see if the camera will help me get it up there. What is that? Hex? Allie, can you see? Oh, I'll get my glasses that zoom in and see. Okay. It's a Phillips. That one's this is just a too small screwdriver. Okay, I'll get the next one up. What do we got? Oh, okay, let's see. Oh, okay, yeah, it's probably this one. I'm pretty organized with little things to hold things, but man, sometimes you still can't find it. Okay, yeah, this is working. Oh wow, yeah, okay, washer. I should have looked what was on the other side, but just this in the washer. So we'll put that here for now. And then we can remove this so we can clean the case. If I can, let me set this aside for a sec. See if we can, if I want to clean that, oh, here we go, yeah, okay. Let's figure out how, wow, that's cheap plasticky stuff there, but, so obviously it unclips back there, but, yeah, okay, I think this will be fine. Let's see what we can do. Where's my other screwdriver? Here's one. Kind of needs to come straight up, but I don't have anything that can hold the sides of that. Maybe you push it from the back when it's push from the bottom when it's unclipped, kind of. Or, yeah, that's much easier. Okay. So that was a little logic puzzle that was pretty easy to solve, but you just push from the bottom and then we're good, right? So put that through the bigger hole, get it fed through there. Okay. So here's just the case. Now this says N860-4701. I mean, it seems like, I don't know if these numbers are the same or matter, but this says N860-4701, T401. I wonder what that means, because why would they, I guess matching pieces to the same case, I guess. So, yeah, we got our keyboard out, we got our switches. I think I could throw this one in the dishwasher because I don't think that'll affect this, and there's no other paper. In other words, there's no paper stuff on it, so you should be able to clean it in the dishwasher. How about this guy? This is the top. Also, yeah, it also says the N860-4701X. That's the case name. I guess these little LED. Actually, I didn't see how. Let's see how those. Oh, I see. I was wondering. Sometimes I've seen people like maybe using can damage their LEDs if they use too hot of water and certain things they're doing. So that'd be possible concern, I guess. And so this is interesting because these are little glass sort of. I mean, we could take them out maybe to wash it even. It's possible, but oh. I don't know if it's worth it, but, you know, do we want to take those out? It's pretty stiff, the thing connecting it, but, and then, oh, wish you could see through it. Like I put it at one angle that I don't think the camera shows, and I can see the light through it, but that's through the keyboard itself. These are the LEDs or whatever these are back in the day, but still looking for a date on this stuff, so hopefully when we get to the PCB we'll see one. But this is good because this part can be cleaned, I think, like in a dishwasher. We'll see. Setting that on the floor for now. Cable's a little gross and a little not great in this area. I don't know how people, like I can clean this, but then I don't know, can you restore this part or is it permanently done? It's a PS2-ish, yeah, PS2 cable. So, well, this is kind of fun because you can see this part was inside, so you could see, I guess, color-wise, what the yellowing has happened. Like this one, obviously, is the one that was inside the board, inside the case, so I didn't see any sunlight. All right. This will be fun. Let's see. What is this thing? It's a little daughter board on the back here. Seems. Wow. I guess if we snip these, we'll get this part off. This is kind of a harder board to take apart. It's definitely heavy with the metal plate. What is this? This daughter board screwed on here, so I think if I take this off and I unclip this, that's probably the safest thing to do to separate that part. I don't know. Sounds like I need some tool that pinches or something. Should be using my spudger around the electronics components rather than metal. Ow, I just gouged myself with that sharp point. Let's see if I can pinch this and get it pried up a little bit. Not much success yet there. You know, maybe this will lift off and I can leave that alone. I doubt it, but at this point I'm trying to take path of least resistance. Let's try Let's see if we can get these guys off. So here's a daughter board screw and another daughter board screw. I guess this is the controller, or what is this? I guess probably. I don't know. And so now we can lift that off. Ooh, careful. Yeah, what is this? Oh, this is probably the reset. I don't know what that is actually. Okay, so apparently it's screwed through. These two are screwing this plastic layer down. If you can see the plastic layer, yes you can. Okay, so that's part of this plate screws that are all going to be the same shape and size. And oh, so this isn't attached, it's just sort of there. We'll just keep it here for a sec. Wow, there's a lot of screws to get through. Let's do it. Why not? I guess in some sense, I wonder if it's hard to put these back together. At least I have the video to refer to if I get confused on what pieces, parts go where. Yeah, this is a large number of screws though. I'm kind of amazed that it needed that many. I guess that's considered good craftsmanship. If you got a lot of screws, it must be good. We shall find out. It is nice, right, to have the weight of the steel plate. And so, is this? Oh, that's not a reset button. It's the metal plate coming up. I don't know what's under there. Maybe another screw? Something underneath it. I don't understand. Oh, there's two here. Oh, those are the screws that anchored the daughter board. So they just are raised from the... I don't know why they needed to raise them. I guess to keep the... I guess it's to keep the circuit board... Yeah, it would be to keep the circuit board parts from touching the stainless steel metal, is my guess. And it also had the plastic layer as an extra buffer. So it's raised and it's got plastic, and that's why. I think we figured that out. Okay, we got more screws. This is some rubber footing on this part. Do we have rubber footing on this side? No, but we have, looks like some latches, latch, rubber footing, and maybe some more little latches. I'm not sure what those are. There's a screw here, but it's sort of half in, half out, but I suppose I should take it out. I don't think it's any different than the other ones. Let me take it out. Yeah, it looks identical to the others. So here's another one. Guess we're halfway done. Pretty shallow screws. I guess if that's worth looking at. That's what these, the ones holding the plate on look like. This is the one that, the two that held the daughter board. And then this is the one that held the, what did that hold? The cable, the PS2 cable to the motherboard. The daughter board, I guess I should say. Yeah, I've never seen this many screws, so we'll count them up after because it's a pretty large number. I guess that means quality, like I said, we'll see. I don't know, Fujitsu Peerless, I don't remember. I should have typed on it more to see if what it felt like, mushy or soft or linear or tactile, not sure. So let's keep going here.
Hey, Will, fix your collar in the back.
There you go. A few more to go.
Okay, bye.
My son is leaving. It's the background noise there. Oh, oops, missed. I'm new to tearing things apart, but I wonder if should have tried plugging them in, see if they work before I do stuff, so I can verify they work after. But I didn't have that kind of foresight. I have a teensy with the 5-pin DIN adapter, but I don't know it's probably something simpler to get the PS2 to switch to USB to test stuff, but I do not have that yet. I need to track down that, I guess. So I feel like I got all the screws out. What's the next part of the puzzle here? I guess trying to get this metal plate off of. Let's look at it from the side. So we got a plastic. Is there gonna be? What is under there? I don't know, but there's no printed circuit board that's gonna be angled like this, right? So it's gotta be some kind of rubber dome or foam. I'm not sure what we're gonna find when we get under there. I guess I personally wish I could get this part out first. This motherboard piece, but or what is this? I guess it's plastic. Maybe it slides. No. Nothing holding that back here. Oh, maybe there is. I gotta put on my glasses to see what's inside here. Little zoom in glasses. Hold on a sec. I'm not really seeing much of anything in there. Let's see. Suppose we could try to gently start. This plastic's coming off of here. I wonder if it's something where I need to pry some more. Maybe like this. It's not really wanting to come out too easily. By the way, I don't, it's not the end of the world if I break something like this. It's fun to open it and see what's inside and learn. Although, if people like to have and actually type on old keyboards, and this is one of the, for some reason someone loves it, I'd hate to wreck it. If possible, I want it to stay working. Okay, pop that one out. This is interesting. Let's see. I hope I didn't break it. Geez, that thing might have broken it. Oh no, those they give kind of a weird, maybe they're positional, or I don't know where they went. Oh, geez. Hope I didn't break them. But there's that one. So we kind of got this top half is, if I get that last one, we might be in business here. Yeah, I want to get this one. It's kind of like so much tension in this one that I need to probably wait on it. What's this guy doing down here? Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah, okay. So along this edge, we got, okay. Sorry if I'm alarmed, but I don't know. It's kind of like Indiana Jones with the keyboards. What's going on here? Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, rubber dome. Oh, the backs of the spring. Oh, the sliders are all not smart by me, but so the back of the sliders, back is coming. Oh, you can see how they just gently. Wow. So here's the slider with the peerless, Fujitsu peerless. Let's see. I'll take one apart and show more of the top. So, but this is this from the top down. We put this spring in the slider. The bottom of the slider looks like this, and it was resting right inside the center of the rubber dome. And the rubber dome has some tactility to it, of course. That's the point of it. And but what's also I'm going to set this in my little tray. What's also super fascinating is, wow, it's like the circuit board is, what the heck is this? How can it work on plastic, or what are the traces doing? Oh, and look over here, it's like, oh, so there's like, I don't know, 3 sheets of this. I have to learn what that is. I'm used to a printed circuit board, but this is weird. Three separate sheets of the traces in plastic. It feels like, I mean, are they inside the plastic or on top? I think I can feel these, so they're definitely on top of this piece of paper. And the point of this one's like clear and see-through. What is the point of that one? The point of this one is to literally be where the key presses are, and not the wires basically going between the key to key. So that kind of makes sense. But then why is there 2 sets? Then what's this one? I don't know. But the rubber dome, obviously, it goes, all the way. This would lay on top of the rubber dome. The rubber dome is shocking that it would take every screw out of there. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. Not sure what I want to do here. Like, it's kind of too late. I can put it back together, or do I really want to clean kind of every aspect to give it some new life since we're in here? Let's keep going and see if I can pull these off without pulling a million more. Sometimes you can see that they stick to the sliders are sticking to the rubber dome occasionally. So the rubber dome, I'm always interested, like, why sometimes they're in lots of little pieces. This one's mostly one big piece. Definitely. So this is like the dirtiest part of this thing, actually. So let's get this. I should be wearing my gloves. Jeez. Ugh. So yeah, I would want to clean this, or have to clean it. We had one more strip of that somewhere though, didn't we? Like, I know there was one more. Oh, here it is. Okay, so maybe this is the function keys, and it's likely. Escape, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I have to read about it. Yeah, that's one thing I haven't read, is cleaning the rubber dome part, but there's your tactility. They're so low. I'm used to big ones that you push in, so it's very light, very, it's like makes it a lower travel, I guess, on the tactility, to get the tactility bump. Yeah, this is, I guess, how would you say it? It's kind of one of the more, there's a lot of parts to it, and the chances of not losing anything and putting it back together, I mean, look at the mess I already have here. I got springs and sliders all over, but yeah, it's all right. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. Did I ever figure out how I'm gonna get this part off? Yeah, that's problematic. How about, so the daughter board's not attached, it's attached to these, and I didn't look at how. I guess I could pull those out. It's kind of like a ribbon cable. That's the thinnest ribbon we've seen. Yeah, this stuff is all plasticky. Oh, we were also looking for dates. I don't know. That's one of the main things we're doing here. Let's remember to do that. But look at this, man. What am I gonna do? Am I gonna just make sure every hole has its screw back and then put the slider back over it? That one worked. Wow. Yeah, in theory, all the F1s through 12s are they just came off, you know, like so. But like I could take, here's one of them, I'd put it back. Yeah. So, I don't know how I'm gonna store this. What a mess, like a million pieces, right? Let's just put them back. I don't know why, lack of a better idea at the moment. Not sure what I'm gonna do. Wow, they're kind of everywhere on my desk too, so. Not everywhere, but definitely there's some over here off screen. Here's one, and there's 3 screws and 3 of them that are off screen, so I'm gonna say those are these guys. And I'm gonna try to put them back on. Since most of them are on, I'm gonna see if there's a way to put the rest back in and then decide about how I want to clean this or whether I really want to take each of these off. I don't think I do. But there's some dust here, but I can get that. I got some new tools. I got a vacuum cleaner and I got a toothbrush. Not sure yet. Might be that simple. We might do that while we're in here, but let's see if I can get. But no, the vacuum cleaner would just suck those things right out. So I gotta dab at this. Well, you're not supposed to have water either, so I gotta think about this. First time seeing it, right?
What about your air stuff?
Well, if anything's too powerful, it's gonna blow the. Come look at this. Like it's, you know, like it would suction this right up and pull it out of there like no problem.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to kind of get this stuff up. This is just by hand. It's not that dirty. I could dab at it or some, you know, tiny bit of wet paper towel would just, the dirt would stick to it and pull it out, I think. So probably do that. And then I don't have to take this stuff off and we've seen everything we need to see. We can actually put it back together and, you know, declare that the inside is clean. Well, yeah, that's good. I didn't know about that.
It's because it's mine.
You gonna give it to me?
I don't know.
Might be a nice tool to have.
Uh-oh, I just moved that guy.
Oh yeah, you gotta
Here.
be careful. Okay,
It's like,
thanks.
I think it's kind of electrostatic too.
Good. Yep. Most of my stuff is, but as you've seen, I'm not too thorough. I think I was waving my metal screwdriver around close to this stuff when I probably wasn't supposed to be. Let's see. Let's keep
I
putting
cleaned my keyboard with that.
on the top. Nice. I got a couple sliders and here's one screw and another slide. Oh, this one has its screw, so he's good. One of these we'll put with this. That one's good. Okay, probably should try to find another. Oh, here's another. Got 2 sliders and 1 screw. I'm gonna move this aside for momentarily. Yeah, I don't think we have any, oh, interesting. I'm gonna fully take this plate. I can kind of hand wash this, I think, and then this is the motherboard problem. Unless I could undo that part. What are we doing here? We got how many sliders? 4 sliders, 1 screw, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 holes left. Gotta find some missing stuff. I'm imagining a bit some are into here, but I don't know. Here's the piece of paper, the plastic. Oh, I found one screw off the edge over here. So let's just keep using what we have until we find it. Here's one more. So we got 3 holes left. We got 2 sliders. We need 1 more slider and 3 springs. Not sure where. Oh, here's one spring. Yay! Keep looking. It's like I Spy, right? You gotta look for the small things in the big picture. All right, there's one down. So we got 1 slider, but we need 1 more slider and 2 springs. I don't think they're in this one. Oh, what was that? Oh, nothing there. Not seeing any on the board itself. Probably shot pretty wide. Let's see. I wonder what the odds of me playing with all this plastic that it's gonna go back together and work when we get done. But oh, here's 1 spring. Good. So now we're down to 1, missing 1 spring and 1 slider. Where are you? Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Sorry, I'm looking underneath. What would be funny is if everyone at home can see it and I can't. Not funny, probably frustrating as heck. Now I need 1 more of each, 1 spring and 1 white, and I have no idea where it might be, but it's not. I think
You
I
have
wanna
one in
try
your
to-
tray over here.
I do? Why did I have it? It's shot way over there. Okay.
Looks like you put it
Yep,
there.
so look, this is here, but maybe I did put it there at the start of this, but regardless, I'm happy because we found all our parts. Okay, I'm going to brush some of the dust out from underneath here for a sec. Quite a bit. Let's get the big stuff out of the way. Okay. Yeah, this is a nice brush actually. So, I mean, I gotta be careful because I guess I should raise it because when you push on them, they push up and they probably make it easier to fall out. But, so there's some dust there. Yeah, if we just lightly go over this, I think it'll be. Did bonk this one out. I suppose you'll learn after the nth time of. Oh gosh! Wow! I dropped it, and luckily all the parts didn't fly too far. But Allie, I dropped the brush, and 2 of them popped out like 8 inches away. It's very sensitive. Yep. Pretty sensitive though. You guys are getting a good look at Fujitsu peerless switch technology. Let's see if I can be gentler. I think what happened was, yeah, as you can see that I'm going to rest it on this corner because when I was resting it here, that's raised that and that's why it popped out. But now that it's on the corner, none of these, well, this one's the problem, but we'll switch corners when we get closer. Get some of this dust off. This is a great brush, and thanks for getting it. Nothing better for the job.
You're welcome.
Yeah, this is great. Giving this computer a good facelift. Feel better about it knowing that the insides are going to be clean. Really is just some dust and dust bunny type stuff, so it's not really any spills or anything like that. Okay, so one of our guys is trying to escape, but we'll put him back. So As you can see, I didn't take this part off. I just flipped it 180 and so I could get it out of the way. Now I want to, so I can't flip this over though because they'll all fall out. So if I want to clean the, the dust off of that, I gotta put it back together first, I guess. Did we see any dates on this black? I do not see any writing, any letters or fonts of any kind on here. We'll check out the top when we get back. This little daughter board has, it's also saying N86D 4700R 101/01 BUHIN, whatever that is. I wonder if there's any timestamps on the actual chips. I'm gonna look with the glasses and get a little closer here. See what we can see. This says R101/01 HANDA N86D-4700. That's all that this side of the PCB says. Let's see, any chips. This says Intel 1980. This one does. No date on that one. Yeah. This one. No date. No date. So the closest thing we have to a date right now is this chip that says Intel 19. It's definitely an 80. It's not an 89 or anything. This is a 9009. I don't know what it is. Okay, so that's all I got for dates so far. It's a little sad. This says HES-4094V-0. So I suppose you could say that's a 94, but I don't think so. I think this is... we can look up the FCC ID and see if it has any more clues. But let's look at these sheets, and they might have something on them because they're the equivalent of the PCB, these plastic sheets. So this part just says probably not supposed to be touching these, huh? N86D, sorry, let me get my head out of the way. No date there. I'm not seeing any dates on that. Let's see if the other layers, I think the third layer definitely has one. The second layer is all clear. The third layer just has that same, model number of the board or the whole package, like N86D or whatever. Wow, so no date code, okay. We'll see what the FCC ID says, and we got the one chip says 1980, so maybe this N86D means 1986, I don't know, I doubt it. So we looked at all the chips, and yeah. Well, I declare this side clean, so let's try to get it back in shape here without spilling. It's probably like one of those video games, don't spill the marbles or something, kind of like that. Don't know if I'm supposed to clean this. I doubt it. It's electronic circuitry, really, right? So I believe it was like this and like this. Oh, I just jettisoned the spring because I wasn't careful again. Right here. So, oh, and then we got to do the rubber dome. Where was the rubber dome? It was on top, right? So it goes over these. So I got to figure out how to clean the rubber dome. I think I'll pause the video so I haven't read about good ways to clean the rubber dome surface. And I'll probably do it on camera once I research it a tiny bit, and then we'll try to get this project, the inside clean and done. Then I can clean the rubber dome. We can put these back on, and yeah, I think we're, I'll try to clean the underside of this, which is actually the top, where the peerless switches are. I think we'll clean around in there with the brush, and it'll be clean inside. And then I can wash the case. The only thing left would be retrobrating the case and dealing with the keyboard, or the cable, seeing what it might take to clean the PS2 cable. I could throw that in. I could see retrobrating that would fit. I got a sous vide that came. I haven't used it yet. Where's the box? It's over there on the stairs, but waiting for the container that will hold everything. It should be. It's a special. From what I read, I wanted the container that Anova made because it's resistant to if there was like a leakage to the retrobrate process, which is going to use what kind of. Man, I got to get that too. Hydrogen peroxide, I guess. I meant to buy that because you need the higher concentration one, and I think I can order it on Amazon. But all right, so got to clean the rubber thing. So we'll pause for now and see what I learn. All right, after some internet research, it was actually pretty funny for. The main thing when I was searching for cleaning rubber domes. By the way, I learned that the plasticky stuff, obviously it's called membrane, so it's a membrane keyboard, I guess. And the rubber domes are still right here, but it's unclear. But I'm gonna try washing it with some soap and warm water, and then letting it dry. There's some significant dirt around but I don't want to break the rubber, so we'll see. I'll try to be gentle. But what I was going to say is, looking for it, there's really no results. Like, people don't clean it. And the funniest thing is, the one guide I did find said how to clean a rubber dome, or maybe membrane, I forget. But it said 4 steps, and the first one is like remove keycaps, and then step 2 was throw keycaps in the trash. Step 3 is throw keyboard in the trash, and step 4 get a mechanical keyboard. So that was really funny, and for a while there it felt like this. It was all clickbait on how to clean a membrane, how to clean a rubber dome. But regardless, so yeah, and so maybe it's not possible because some people have read their keyboard just didn't work after doing any of this stuff. But I don't have anything to lose, and I don't want this dirty, so we're gonna see if we can clean it and get a working keyboard when we get done. So let's see. I got some mildly warm water, and I'm just gonna do a squirt of computer keeps turning off. Okay. 1 squirt of some soap suds, I guess. This is, what I use to wash dishes. I don't know. I don't even know if what's in there is what the bottle says, but it's not. My wife says so. So I should have some soap in here. Trader Joe's. The only way to clean rubber dome is with Trader Joe's dishwasher soap. Sponsored. It's my sponsor. Okay, this one's not too dirty, so I don't know if it already came off or it wasn't dirty to start. But let's see. I didn't think about this, but I gotta get I got an extra large, whatever you call this. A drying mat that your dishes would, dry on. It's microfiber or something or other. So we're gonna, I guess, scooch over and we'll get this part here, and we'll just get this out, I guess, and maybe shake it dry a little bit. Then the point is just to, let this dry. It might take a long time, I guess, overnight or whatever. We'll see. I might throw a heater at it a little bit. This one is gonna scare me, but we're significant amount of dirt and dust around each rubber dome. So let's see if it just comes off. What's interesting also, I just noticed, is this is a zigzag, and I'm not sure why, and this is a straight line. Not sure why there's differences there, but it's fascinating nonetheless. So I don't know, maybe massage around each That might take a while to massage around each little hole, but let's just do some gentle stirring and rubbing and see what happens. Definitely some dirt coming off there. Let's try the old flip it upside down trick and run it through, and then we'll flip it back over and let's take a peek at it. Oh yeah, it was just light dirt, right? So it's not gonna. This keyboard has never been spilled on, so there's nothing going on. It doesn't feel, you know, old, like it's gonna, like I'm gonna tear it or fall apart. I saw, when I was researching a little bit, I saw some guy that his rubber dome had crusted off or broken, and people were saying use rubber cement or this Dow chemical such and such to glue it back together. He loved his that much. I claim this is already clean. I mean, clean enough is what I was going for, right? So let's see, I'm gonna turn it upside down for now. Oops, I just saw a little bit of dust or specks, so let's see if shaking it gets off any of the big chunks that might still be there. Okay, I'm just gonna lay this flat, and then we can work on, you know, how to dry this faster, because my wife has a Christmas party tomorrow night and I need to get out of the kitchen table. So I'm trying to figure out how to accelerate that. Yeah, this is, you want to see the dirt and dust we got off that rubber dome section? I'd say we got a lot off it. That seemed fairly innocuous, you know, I don't think that should hurt anything. So if our keyboard doesn't work at the end, I don't think it's going to be because of that. I think from what I was reading, maybe people were trying to clean the membrane, and that probably is more problematic because of the circuitry that's on it somehow, but I don't think I'm going to do that. So that's the cleaning part, and can you wait for a second, please? Yeah, I think we're done for now, and I'll be back after these are dry so that we can put things back together. I might wash the case too, and I don't need to show that part, I don't think. I decided we can probably pat this down and see if we can speed up the drying process. Like, I don't see why. It honestly doesn't feel like we can do, you don't have to be overly gentle. It's not going to tear. I think I've seen thinner rubber domes is what I'm suggesting. You know why I get confused? That those clear plastics called membrane, I feel like this stuff's referred to as membrane as well, so I'm kind of confused on what the word membrane means, and maybe both are allowed to be called that, but in the particular case of mechanical keyboards, I think membranes probably means the plastic, you know, part with the circuitry. But in my mind, this is, I guess a membrane is something, yeah, I don't know. If I was to guess at what I thought the word membrane was, is it something that, a thin layer of something that lets stuff pass through it, though? And neither of these let stuff pass through it, so that can't be right. So this is funny. You'd probably have to dab each hole to try to get the inside dry, but then it's going to get wet as you go, or that might get wet, the napkin, and have to move it, I guess. Let's try it. Seems to be absorbing picking up the water inside the dome there. Better than not doing anything. It's speeding it up. Maybe after this I can get what do you call it? I have a portable heating unit for keeping you warm in an area, and maybe we'll blow that on it. Declare it good. But I could see if this has any wetness in it, it's probably not smart to put it back together while it has wet stuff. That's pretty dry. Pretty dry. I'm gonna flip it over and see what the other side looks like. Yeah, I mean, let me get a bigger, clean one here, see if it does anything. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I can see some water reflected in the light. But overall, I'd say this is going to dry pretty fast, so I think we can actually see it if we... Okay, the word I was looking for that I now remember is portable space heater. So let's see if we can get that going. So, I thought I would, okay, it's on and it's heating. Looks like this. Probably bring it on camera here if we wanted. Don't want to like stretch the rubber or burn it or anything, but it's kind of like hair dryer, I guess. It's going to dry very fast, I think. In fact, this piece, yeah. I might put my glasses on. That actually would show me if we're got any moisture left, probably, if I bring it up close enough to my eyes. I can kind of see some around the dome. Yeah, not bad. A little piece of dirt in this one that I could see. Let's see, let me find, so this one's wet right here. Let's see. See if I flick it out. It's got some significant. Yeah, I don't know if it's smart to try to figure this out and get it all. I'm trying to rush it basically because I'm not patient at this moment to. So I can literally see which ones are wet in the crevices. Yeah, this one's almost done. Let me get this. Oh yeah. Actually, I'm introducing dirt somehow, probably from the paper towel. I don't know. Wonder if it's dirtier than it was when it started. Okay, so on this side, I can see some more. Now I can, wow. Now all of a sudden it's looking dirty to me, I guess because I started looking closer or something. Let me inspect this one a little bit. Yeah, there's still a lot of water in the, probably can't rush it, so I need to wait till tomorrow. This is good. There's too many crevices and they're too deep, you know, in here, so I don't see it working real good. Fast, anyways. Yeah, just an idea, see if it sped things up, but from what I've seen in my glasses, this is really zooms in so I can still see, you know, that some of the, I didn't get some of the dirt off, but I think to the naked eye it looks like you did. Let's see, I think I can show it on camera because like in the upper corners of this, yeah, you can see that didn't come off, whatever some of that is. I would say that's the age of the thing. You know, from further away, it's clean. It's clean enough for what we care about. But they're inside the dome. Let's see if I can get some domes. Let me find out one that has some water in it and see if I can zoom in on it and show you what I'm talking about. So this one's a good example. See if I can get the light to shine on this one just right to show you what I'm talking about. Let's see if we can see some, where my finger is, some glistening water in there. I can't really get the focus right, I don't think. but with my magnification glasses, I can definitely see some water droplets in there still. We'll probably let this dry overnight or something, I guess, unfortunately, but it's probably the best thing for it. So, back later. This is just a quick look at the MacGyver thing I did, where I put on a couple glasses on my stir spoon for my lattes. It's hanging in front of the space heater, and I lowered the temp on the space heater. It was and the fan speed, so it wasn't just boiling so it wasn't overdoing it. We'll see if that speeds things up. All right. I cleaned everything. It's still, this is about 30 minutes later or something, and I think the rubber dome's dry, and I cleaned the cases in soapy water and the cable. You know, the only thing what did we do here? We cleaned some of this. We cleaned that side, and we'll look at the other side when we get to it. So at this point, I gotta try to remember what we have to do to reverse this. Oh, so rubber dome. Well, so I think rubber domes, and then put this stuff back on is what we're gonna do. So let's see if we can do that without spilling everything. Yeah, I don't get it, man, because this is gonna. Every one of these has to sit right on top of the. If I get this wrong, they won't even click right or something. It's just kind of shocking. Let's see how hard this is. I didn't think about it, but we'll try it when we get to it. Is there any easy way to put the membrane back, or the rubber dome part back onto their respective. Also, what shape is this, and where does it go? I think it must go this way. Still trips me out, these ziggy zags over here, and I got some ziggies right here. I don't understand why. It's kind of almost looks like traces of where the wires go, but I don't get why that would be involved in some of these. But, let's see. Does this lay down over anything? Does it look like? Why? There should be for every row of keys. So this gap. Oh, this is like a numpad. This looks like a numpad. And then two here would go to these two up here. So I think we got it kind of facing the right way. Let's see, 2 in a space, and then 1, 2. I don't know what that is, and 1. So maybe it's not 1-to-1 with what's going on, but this matches that. Matches that. This is, I don't know, unused, or these two are unused at the moment, but I guess I'm not sure why. So I think this is right for trying to match up, but seriously, every rubber dome is supposed to match. I don't even know how you would do that, but it's almost like if I had forced pressure, like if I turn this over though, they're all gonna fall out, so that can't be the answer. I do not know how you would get them all to line up just right. Did a computer do that, or did a human? Could a computer do that? Let's see, did we get this right, or should it be the other way? So this shows 1, 4, 4, 4, 3. So this can only go this way. Does it have any clues about how you, I don't think they need to, they don't fit around it, they would just rest on top, so I guess if each one pushed, so that's again a reason why you would maybe raise it so it's not leaning against anything, because then they're down, and then it's probably close enough if you just get this straightened out and on top of everything. Like this looks decently good except for this side here. Okay, so yeah, this, so that's, oh, and then I lift it up and it does that. Had it though, because it was laying nicely, and so let's see, maybe, that looks, you know, again, this side got off, but pretty solid. This is solid. I'm liking it. Can I do the same thing with the other side if it's tilted up? I need something to hold this without raising keys too much. I kind of have this mat, but it's so, let's see if we can fold it and maybe get it under the, treating these electronics poorly, but that's sort of what I'm talking about. Like this bottom row, yeah, if we prop this side up, maybe we'll put the keycaps in here and see if we can get it down to just, so that only these two are raised, but not the rest. This is about as good as we can do maybe for now. Put screwdrivers under there, I guess, because it doesn't need to be that high, just a little bit, right? So, oh, but then the space bar, yeah, it's actually because it, oh shoot, it fell off again. Yeah, it was because the space bar's over here. Wow, it's long space bar. Oh, okay. Maybe right here is a good spot for that side. And then let's see what we can do over here. Yeah, not bad. See if I can get this, oh, back. You can kind of had a feeling to it where, you know, when it was right, you could tell. Kind of lightly resting on top of the sliders and lined, you know, these notches are lining up right because they fit just so you get a sense of it. I can feel that, and that looks right and feels right. Now I need to try to do that same thing with the other side. So again, what did we say for, yeah, this, I think if I just flip this over will be good. This one slid out a little bit. Springs in there. See if we can get the slider in there without knocking anything over. Okay, here we go. So it's got the guides to kind of help, so maybe it's not as bad as it seems. You know, you can look at the amount around each notch and, you know, it all looks pretty good, I think. So maybe that's it, all there is to it, I think. So now what we would put, this stuff needs to go back on. It's got the notches too. So if I hold the daughter board up and wow, kind of complicated. I don't think the rubber dome part's not moving. This not being suspended is kind of problematic. So the domes are there. I think maybe yeah, just getting it lined up right. I think I can hold it with my hands, and the only thing I don't like, so it must need to go up. Let's see, not that far. Oh, like this. This kind of is matching up, but then what's down here, this looks wrong, but oh, here we go. That's kind of catching on one. Oh, I started lifting up the membrane. Or the rubber dome still looks decent. So you gotta line up these holes and then it needs to rest at the right spot. So this, whoa, don't move, okay. So like this is sort of the right, and then the screws gotta go through that. wonder if there's a lip here and it rests right against that lip. Kind of thinking it does, but it's not easily. Is the F1 coming out? Okay. I'm thinking there's some magic about, maybe it's actually on both sides, about whether it touches the, fits right at, there's a line here, it probably fits in. Oh, and probably on the other side, so maybe it's supposed to curve and bend with that. Let me get our metal plate. So this is gonna help hold it on there, I guess. Maybe I gotta involve this at this point. So here's the daughter board part, so that must go here. And then it's about, there's notches that we gotta screw in and stuff. See, there's the notches. So I'm gonna see if I can kind of bend the plastic and make it snug up against the lip there. And then I would also want it to do that down here, but down here's a little more problematic because of the ribbon cable's kind of poking out awkwardly. I guess I thought this would, but so let's see if we can get the 3 sheets lined up right, at least somewhere. So I'm holding. I still think the right idea might be to get this line. Oops, I hope I'm not breaking it by bending it that much. So this is kind of good, but yet not good down here. My head's in the way, huh? Well, you can kind of see it's close, but what makes it exact? Like down on the bottom, it's a little not lined up down here, but it's close. If I straighten these out, then these start to fall apart. I'm going to push these ones back and in the edge here again. And then maybe get the steel plate on top of that. Let's see. So this, you get the feeling that should be maybe snug there. Yeah, because then same at the bottom really, but most of these are fitting pretty well in the holes. Let's see if I get this. Maybe, I forget which way we click this in. If I lift this, it's going to move everything. Let's see, something like, let's see. I think it's fair to say this has to start down. Now let's see what, everything looks pretty decent actually. I'm just gonna gently lay this down and see if we can kind of get stuff lined up. So I can see all my screw holes. I think it's kind of like these. I want to click these in next, I think. And oh, I forgot to look at what these were because they were kind of strange when I was popping them out. What were those? Did they? What were these?
Blocking everything.
Yeah, sorry. I'm not showing this very well. Let's see if we can. Oh. Kind of tilt it on its edge maybe, and then keep the tension lifted so that what I don't get is what the heck were those? I remember pushing them and they went in, but if I look now, the rubber domes are kind of what's there, but let's look again. Oh, I see it. It's this tab. It's there. Yeah, okay. It's actually lined up pretty well, actually. So I'm gonna see if I can get some of the tabs to click in here. So we got the lost my bottom tab. These two are right, but this one's gone. Where did he go? Oh, I lost the lost a bunch of. Okay, start over. Bummer. Felt so close, but yet I was not. So close. Yeah, okay. Let's see if we can redo these. Okay. One at a time. Yeah, I think because I don't want don't want them to fall out. Don't want them laying flat and pushing up on the membrane either. So I kind of wanted to get the bottom edge aligned right, so it's not really doing either of those things by tilting it up on its end. When I did that, that's when I didn't hold tight enough. So I think it's going to be tricky, but get these three in and then snap in this one and this one and then these three. So that's the goal when we go for it. That's what we're trying to do. Okay, we got all our guys back. Oh, okay. Oh, what happened? Oh yeah, okay, I was gonna say, this looks pretty good, but what happened here? Oh yeah, because that's the bottom row, but this is fine. So that guy's doing well. This one is harder. Maybe I'm supposed to come from the other side and it'll be easier. But then I got the issues of, I guess, no, I think it'd be hard either way. This row is just wanting to pop out all the time. Okay, let's just get this on here in that good way that felt good. Oh, it's because it's much easier when they're not being pressed on. Now I put but now you can see it's got weight on this one, so let's see. Probably something like this to keep the weight off of all the switches. So this is pretty good. Oh, I just noticed this. I don't know if it helps, but that's kind of nice. I think these are scattered throughout. That's the key I was looking for that I was missing, which is I kind of got to angle it so only one corner's some of these switches, but these little nubs, they poke through, and so that's what I was missing. Like there's one. So that's definitely what helps align the rubber. Really, there's not that many. I thought there'd be more, but yeah, basically 1, 2, 3, 4 nubs here that poke through. And what do we say up here? There's 1, 2, 3. But yeah, you'd think maybe there'd be another row of them, but nope. Is this? Okay. Well, let's try this again. So I want to tilt this up, but not so far that they fall out yet. Then I want to get this is tricky to get this on there in a good way. But the weight of this thing is annoyingly not helping. Maybe that's why you should do the other side first and have that weight flopping around trying to pull it upside down, or like what I'm saying is maybe it's easier if I rotate it and look at it from this angle and get these on here like in some good way. Yeah, it's a lot of, basically you gotta deal with this weight somehow. It's quite the little engineering problem. I don't know what it is though. I don't know. Oh, this is, you can start to see the shape of it. Okay. Yeah. And maybe we're onto something here. I use this lip to maybe put the weight of the...
Kind of.
So what I'm saying is kind of rocking the weight forward onto the space bar right now. I just set this gently. Am I gonna mess things up? Kind of some little notches right here. And there's not on the other side, so I'm kind of liking what that does. It gives me a guide. Gives me a little guide. And if I could just get the metal plate on this, then I'd be happier. So, kind of like, oh, unfortunately, let's see if we can sneak this under here. Oh, without losing a bunch of... So if I could somehow hold that tension, but then also be able to make sure the top is aligning right. Looks pretty good actually. So I don't know why the video stopped, but I just put it back on. But the three sheets are unaligned there. Maybe it was just one of them was, and this is a little better. There we go, maybe. No, you can, kind of tell when it's not right, so I'm not really happy with the screw holes aren't lining up quite right. So I'm gonna try again, hold this lid and try to, I think the rubber zones are fine. I can't quite tell, but it's just the circuit board that's having some trouble. I'm going to pull it a little bit further. Yeah, it's really hard to deal with those three sheets staying together, but not sure what the answer is to that. That's a little frustrating. Don't really. It's not coming together quite the way I wanted. I think we're. Oh, sorry. No, I messed up the bottom. Oh no. So the bottom's resting on the plate. I'm holding the plate heavily here. Trying to get the 3 plastic sheets to line up to their holes. So let's set it sorted down and see if we can. What happened down here? Something about probably how this kind of pokes through or not is a part of it. Oh, I lost my plate off the bottom. Okay, this is how I want the bottom to. Oh, we're missing one though, huh? So, no, we're not. Oh, yeah, we're missing this. Where is it? It's there. Okay. So, there's the rubber domes. Oops, the bottom layer's falling off. Yeah, it's all a mess. Oh man. What are we gonna do? Let's try laying that down and fixing this first. Okay, there's, yeah. So that's how that's supposed to look. But when we flip these over, I don't know if they don't come in far enough or we can't line them up just right, or I wish there's a way to lock these down. But, so what is it? Yeah, so this is just not even close. So why? Because the circuit board is kind of stuck, I guess. When I bend that down, it bends everything, and then the papers out. The membrane pulls apart. This isn't bad right here. Look at this over here. This part's so taut. It can't. So, I wish I could just somehow get these 3 sheets to stay put and do their thing. Maybe if I line up holes, so these are good, but then what happens when I get over here? Oh, so slippery. So that one and that one. So this is, if I could make it stay like this, it'd be great. Allie, you want to help for a second? Just hold, put your hands like where mine are, I guess. And yeah, don't let that move at all. Like, don't let the plastic pull or. So maybe it takes 4 hands to do this. I don't know. Oh, so it's kind of how it needs to. So I'm gonna keep pressing, not too hard, a little bit later. I want to lift this back end up. Okay, so moving. I think you're doing great, but I'm trying to. I can't see this back post over here. Where is it? Like this thing needs to rest on what? Did it break off or something?
Yeah.
It broke off.
Looks like it.
Yikes, okay. Can you fix this key? I think. Okay, let go of that rubber. Yeah. Needs to be on top of that key.
Boy, this isn't as easy as your other ones.
It's very complicated, but oh, here's the broken off piece. Okay.
Where's your son? He needs to look at the design of everyday things.
Okay. Why is this moving? Are you pushing against it? Yeah, okay. Well, I want you to kind of, but not yet. Just like, oh. Okay. Where's this meant to go? Okay. Okay, this is, wow, hold on. Okay. See, those, it needs to rest on those. So it's resting right now, but, so let this drop to cover that hole. But it needs to sort of, something's off a little bit. Okay, good enough.
This is
Broke
problematic.
a post. I know, it's gonna be, it'll be fine if I hook this middle one. Okay, I got two of the guys hooked. So keep maybe sliding down to you. Can you get your hand out now, maybe?
You're pushing too hard on that hand.
Sorry.
Okay.
Stay here for a sec. Okay.
Is this thing supposed to be hanging out?
Yeah, it's a daughter board and it'll go on like that. Probably shouldn't be bending it that much, but what I need is this to click and this to click. I don't see why they would though. But everything else is pretty close. I think, you know, I just want to screw stuff in and see if I can salvage it later, but it's, you know, it's very close to what it's supposed to be doing. But nothing's latching, so it probably needs to latch, but I don't know how to make it latch. Or why that screw's not latching, why these aren't latching. These are latched, and everything's, I mean, I can see the screw holes, so let's go for it. Chances are pretty low that this thing will work again once we...
It's a learning experience.
This is I would say this is complicated keyboard, but a lot of parts. Yeah, you know, it didn't quite click. These parts didn't click, so I don't know if we screw it down. Is it off? It feels, you know, it kind of feels right. It doesn't. It's seated pretty well. It's seated solidly. This broke off, unfortunately. Here's what it looks like, but can't really do anything about that. You know, a little broken off Chad. Let's keep screwing these things in. Yeah, who knows? Like this is for me to learn, and I cleaned all the parts, and that was fun, and I think I did a pretty good job. But putting this back together, man, that was like, our membrane's fine. Like, these holes are great. There's no membrane in the way, but what's not great is the fact that these three latches didn't hook back in, and that these guys, oh, this one actually did. Where's the other one of these? Oh, right here. Okay, so those did. So it's just these three now. I don't know why they don't click better, but I think it's probably fine actually. Like, it's not bad. 5, you know, did grab on, so there's hope yet, I guess. You have to count how many of these are, but there's like 20. Oh, well, there it is. Okay, I dropped the screw, but I found it. So, kind of my biggest fear. I also wondered, you know, can I buy backups of all the screw types in the world, or is there just too many? Like, you know, how many millimeters is, and what's the threading, and then it's got the extra width to it, like the hat at the end there. I don't know what that is either. This stuff's pretty, you know, this is lined up very well though. Like these holes are all clear and can go right back together. Kind of curious too, since I cleaned it all, like I missed the space bar, so that'll be hilarious to see, but it's dirty and the rest is clean, so you know, I want to see what it looks like when all the clean pieces are back together, including the keycaps on it. Well, like I said earlier, I was happy with the keycap color. It's actually pretty nice set of keycaps. You know, I'm not sure if people like Fujitsu Peerless. I haven't tried it myself. I should probably try it, see if it's good or bad. I haven't even read about whether people say it's good or bad, but all I'm saying is the keycaps are nice. I like them. But I don't know about the switch. Oh. Yeah, and I'm also still kind of bummed that we didn't really find a date. That's kind of shocking, unfortunate. I think all my other keyboards, I already have dates for them. Either says it on this printed circuit board or on some paper that's on the back of the case, or... Let's see. So... yeah, this might go back together. It's good. All the pieces are clean, so see if I can just remember how to reverse put it all back together. I think we did the hardest part. My mishandling of that controller part of the PC, that a separate PCB board, man, that's like just a heavy weight and dangling here, and I'm probably abusing the crap out of it. This probably has no chance of working, but yeah.
When are you gonna be done?
2 hours.
No, that's a serious question. You wanna make cookies?
Well, you can come make cookies. It's not like this is
I don't wanna be quiet.
earth-shattering. Don't be quiet then.
Okay.
Okay. Warning. Teenagers are going to be talking louder than I do, so the audio might get destroyed on this part, but hopefully the visual is fine. I was doing ultrasonic cleaning the other day and on another video, and I remember Voden's video. He said he just took the volume away and said the volume got destroyed for this, but what I found is it just peaked past the decibel peaked past the line. It got saturated, and so in Final Cut Pro I just lowered, I snipped that section where it was actually just the first 5 seconds of the ultrasonic turning on, strangely enough. I don't know why, and then it went to a fairly normal below the max, you know, right after about 5 seconds. So I just did the 5-second clip and lowered the audio profile on that section so that it was below saturation, and then I think it turned out fine. And then I can still talk during the ultrasonic, and I think you can hear it. And well, I have lots more. I have 5 more screws after this, so I guess all the holes that didn't look like holes really are. So here's one, here's another, here's one. Okay, here's another. Now we gotta find 3 more. Actually, yeah, 3 more. This is one. Do you like the orderly fashion that I put the screws in? Not. 2 more. Another game, another puzzle game. My old man eyesight's not the greatest either. So these are nubs. These are nubs. What? Oh, maybe, did they go? Oh, no. These 2 are a different screw. That's not one. This, I don't know what that is. It could be one, but I don't think so. I'm missing 2. Oh, here's one for sure. So this is definitely one. Right here. And we need one more. You know, that doesn't, it's square, so I just don't think that's, I think that's probably one of these switch things that's supposed to connect, but. Okay, anyway, oh, I remember, oh yeah, it's this one. Remember there's one that was kind of cut out of the etching? Well, that's that one. I remember that. My memory is still working. This also isn't quite aligned right, but, well, I think it's fine. Let's get it started right. There we go. And get it sort of half screwed in there. Okay. Now let's do the daughter board. If I recall, this was covering something. So it's either like this or what? Or like this, which is not going to be the case because it's past the end of the board. Well, it doesn't even fit. Yeah. So it's, so I mean, since they're offset, it's either this way or flip it, rotate it, flip it again. Could be this way, I guess. Is there any other clues? Let's see, there's a hole. Yeah, this, oh, yeah, these two holes are the clue, and, well, these line up with holes, so in fact I need to undo them because they hold this down. But let's flip it again to see when it was the other way, if the holes did anything. No, the one hole's here, and the other hole's here, so definitely that tells us these didn't line up with anything, so we're gonna flip it back 180 and then put it like this, and that's where it goes. So set it aside, get our two screw holes that we need, these two. So undo these again. And then put the plastic in place. Nice. Oh, and then just figure out, line up the screw holes, and that'll tell us where the plastic's supposed to go. Just do it loosely, I guess, for a sec to see. Make sure the other one's lined up. Okay, yeah, tight and tight. They're sticking up. Okay. Now, let's see. This was stretched back in the day too, so I hope I got it right. But so these are gonna go like that. Let's get. Do I want to get this first one or what? That's in there. I wonder if these are sticking out that much. I can't remember, but I mean, are they gonna smash down? Are they supposed to? Were they supposed to go inside or something? Jeez, don't remember. Okay, this is gonna go right here. Nice. Okay. Motherboard, you know, controller PCB is in place. Okay. Solid. Getting to the funner parts here. Let's put this thing back together. Now what? So we got this thing. Let's flip this over and see if we messed up in these switches, obviously. You're fine. Cross your fingers. Wow. Don't know if they, you know, line up on the circuit, on the membrane, but they all have their springs. There's some kind of fascinating stuff. When I was saying, I wonder if these are weighted differently than the rest. We should be able to tell. All I know is some of them felt softer, like this one feels softer to me than the ones next to it. Could be the least used or something, and These are heavy. Pretty heavy key press required. At least trying it like this, they feel heavy. Okay, what's next? Oh shoot, I blew it. No, I didn't. Yeah, we gotta put on the cord. So I washed this in soapy water and I tried to stay away from the two ends. So I think it cleaned up, you know, it's basically clean now. As clean as I could get it. And it doesn't look bad other than the saggy, you know, this end where it's all stretched out, unfortunately. But it's clean, I like that. So what we're trying to do now is, I think, you know, get this mounted and then get this part through the bottom of the case, and then we'll be closer to, oh yeah, remember, let's see, I forget how this, oh, it's probably like that and like that. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so this is one more screw. Let's flip it over to do that. And it was, I think, like, but it would be, I'll do it from the top down. So I'm not a handyman, so the washer, I don't know where the washer goes. Allie,
Yeah.
you're my handyman. Do you know how washers work?
Yeah.
Okay, we got this screw and a washer right here. Oh, okay. Oops, I got the wrong screwdriver in my hand. But oh, and I shouldn't be using that around electronics, but whatever. Okay, so this goes like this, and the washer was, obviously the screw is going like this, but the washer, I don't know, maybe in between the two, probably?
Yeah.
In between that and that?
No, between the screw
Always
and the...
between the
yes.
screw and the thing? Okay, thanks. Thank you. My wife does all the handiwork around here. I just, what do I do?
Spend the money?
Take out the garbage, spend the money?
You can do that.
What?
Our children do that.
The garbage? I do it every day practically.
That's the recycling.
Well, I take that from inside to outside and they roll it out to the curb once a week, but I take it out every day practically.
Very useful, honey.
I'm good, I'm really good. Oh, this doesn't look right. Was it dangling out that far? Or was it, what else could it, you know, or did the bottom case, let's see, so, is that, where are we on the board here? This is F1 through F12, this is the top. And so I guess that means this goes on like this. And that's gonna match up, but it doesn't tell us. This doesn't feel right dangling out here, so it's either on that side or on the underside. I basically feel like it was facing. Was it really dangling out here? I do not know, but this somehow doesn't quite feel right. That much freedom and movement, something feels wrong. Going with my gut here that I need to change something. So, like, I mean, this thing doesn't want to bend. I mean, it's definitely kind of wanting to bend this way, but
Yeah.
so it couldn't have gone like that, I guess. Yeah, but it could have gone, I guess, like this. That's hitting something, so I guess I just can't believe it was sticking out that far. I mean, I guess it was. So. I'm not really seeing the logic of any of the other three choices. Don't seem like they would be better. We can always, if we figure out that it's wrong, we'll back up and fix it. But as I can tell, that's the correct starting point. I guess once it's screwed down enough, it will. What is going on here? It's not seated right. Try to get this straight. Are we screwing or stripped or what are we here? What's wrong with this? Did I not even get it through the... it's poking through. It just needs to get tighter, so I gotta put some more elbow grease in it, I guess. Wow. Definitely wasn't loose when I was doing it before. Maybe I'm stripping it. I gotta put on the close look and see what's going down here. Well, stripping that, but does that mean I need a smaller one? I have smaller, but I thought smaller was, yeah, that's worse. This should, I'm also not feeling it like I thought I was. Oh, I'm feeling the wrong thing. Yeah, it's going in. Yeah, I think that's getting tighter. Let me just do a little bit more elbow grease. Yeah. Okay. I declare that good enough. Now what? Now we're gonna put the, put this back in here so it's got a thread. Oh man, I did that wrong. Look, I gotta either undo all this again because I gotta thread it through this thing, or I put all of this through here, but I don't even know if it's wide enough to do that. That is a big bummer. Did that wrong, didn't I? That's hilarious. Okay. Definitely not gonna fit. Yeah. Well, let's undo it, shall we? Shoot. Hope I don't strip this thing completely by the time we get done. This has gotta get undone though. Okay. It's coming apart. Okay. Bummer. And okay, and gently remove that. So here's the thing. So it looks like this. So I think we just feed this down in. And oh yeah, and then obviously this is gonna go like this when we're done. So move this over a little bit. Let's get this on camera. So we threaded this through. Now we're just trying to kind of get it ready to push down, basically. So try to make this even fit in there. There we go. Okay. All right, that's good. And this is all on the outside, like it should be, this part. And on the inside, now we can do our thing because it's just going to go like this when we're done. Not sure what does that do when we set it in here. Does it have? I forgot. Does it screw in, or we're done after that? I don't have any screws left, so it just rests in there and clamps on, I guess. So let's just finish this off here. So this goes like this, and we can screw on the washer.
Hold on.
Get this started here. Get some elbow grease. Oh, it's actually really tight. Okay, I don't know what happened the previous time. But let's try to get it straight at least. Okay. All right. Now what? Flip it over. And we're gonna get it set in here. So. Oh, so here's some. Oh yeah, these notches on the side were kind of key to it. Here's some notches on that side. Oh, this in the way. What's going down here? So that's one notch to rest it on, and that's that side. And then over here we got this and this, but this must need to go. Oh, look at this. I don't know, man.
I can't.
Maybe that's sticking under there. So I'm worried about this. Let's see. It couldn't have gone, you know, into this, and it could it have gone up there? Is it in the way? Is it right in the middle? Where is it? So if we set this here where the notches are kind of lined up, that thing is just not cool. So I must have done it wrong, right? Because it has nowhere to go. So it has to what? Go the other way or something? Okay. I'm so close to being done, but I'm messing up on the last part here. I think this must go. This must go. It's Christmas time in America. I don't know what the date is. 14th of December.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Oh, okay. So
We have to make the dough. I mean the frosting. And
I lost
here's the
my.
thing. We have got so many colors.
So close there. It is. Okay. I'm so close to being done.
So we have
Let's get this going here.
these like you know you can
So-
do the thick
So this
royal icing
has
that
to
you like do little
do
dots
that,
with and stuff. But then we could also make a thinner one that like kind of flows in.
That obviously sticks
you
out
kind
a
of cover it
ton.
up. You do that exactly.
What does this do though?
I watched it so much.
It doesn't
Okay,
fit.
it's good. Well then I don't need to. Yeah.
So that's not a thing
I just need
either,
to
right?
make the frosting for you.
What am I missing
You guys can
here?
decide what colors.
Suppose I could go like this.
Yeah,
You've never seen
Not
it
quite.
on Instagram.
But
No.
I recall it
Piper, you
being.
could figure out which colors.
I think I'm gonna pause the video and see what the heck it looked like since I can do that, and then I'll be back.
There's like 12 colors. You can choose.
All right. So we're trying to finish this board off. There's a couple problems. One, I forgot to clean the space bar, but maybe that'll be interesting to see how it, sitting next to all the clean keycaps, what it looks like. I'll clean it later, some other batch. And then another problem, let's see. Oh, I don't have a way to test PS2. Didn't get any adapters. I'm not sure if one adapter works for all or what. So we won't be able to actually test if the keys work. Mostly it's all clean and we'll see what that looks like. I was trying to figure, I got interrupted by a girl's Christmas cookie decorating party, so I had to wait till today to finish it off. But I cleaned off the desk so the girls could work here, and now I can't find the one screw and washer, the tiny little piece I'm missing. Turns out I wasn't brave enough, like it actually was screwed on like this, and it does kind of stick up over here, but apparently the lid has enough room where it doesn't matter. So right now I'm kind of impatient again, so I'm just gonna, try to tuck it around under and see if we can ignore the fact that we don't have the screw. If I had the size, or if I was asking that earlier, do I have to collect a million different sizes and shapes of screws? Is there a pretty standard set? I don't know. So let's get this in the right spot. I wonder if what's in the way of it actually going in here. That's actually it. I don't think that impacts if I actually chose to store this underneath. Would it affect things? Trying to get it under the ribbon cables here so it's not touching them. Let's try this again. what's interesting is this much rock, something feels wrong, but I'm not sure what it is. Actually, we can see that the keyboard cable probably for sure comes along these channels. But then, hopefully it's not in the way of the rest of this. Something else feels sort of off. Let's see. I guess that's it. Kind of rests against these back corners here. And these are in their grooves. These are this should be fitting better on this corner, I feel like. Yeah, that's about right. I think that's, oh, yeah. Okay. This looks, no, it's kind of like either it's in one or these, but not both is what it feels like. There, that one's in. There we go. Both these are in solid. Yeah, okay. Just need to push a little harder. This has a little corner flex I'm not liking, but hopefully it goes away when we're in when we get the screws in here, or whatever, snap the plastic case on, which is all that's left. So this thing is annoying, but in theory, maybe it's fine. Oh, I also forgot that I was going to try to clean a little bit between this stuff. I didn't actually clean the top. Not sure how much is here, or if there's a problem, but it shouldn't hurt to just give it a quick once over. Yeah, I need something finer to get in there, but I don't have a finer brush. Yeah. So that might be a tool I need to get, something that would get down in the, I guess an air blower would be good. Do I want to do it myself? Where's that, do you know where that air compressor can is? Or? Oh, I do. It's in, I got one. Do you got one?
I think so. No.
Electronics duster. Don't know when I bought this. I've never really used it.
I have. It comes out pretty hard. And it gets cold.
Take the straw. Get it off here, I guess. Hopefully without breaking the straw. Kind of bent it. I'm going to put this through here somewhere into the nozzle. Do I have to shake it or anything?
No, don't shake it.
No shaking. Okay. That's pretty decent air blowing through there. Let's see, maybe a center out or something. It's kind of funny, it's blowing stuff out the sides at me. The can is cold. Do not shake. Anything else? Because it sure is getting colder and feels like it need to stop once in a while. It says remove safety valve. I didn't do that, but I guess it's... Maybe I'm doing it wrong, but I definitely felt the air coming out. Pull triggers in series of short 2-3 second blasts. Hold it 3/4 of an inch away from your object. Okay. Well, I think that got some dust out. I'm not sure how much, or saw some flying around, but one more notch of feeling like it's clean, I guess. All right, now we can try the word back on. So let's look at this. What these need to? We got like 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. All right, my iPhone ran out of storage space while I was attempting to put this together. So if we look at the back, these 4 pieces are, you know, in where they're supposed to be. Tuck this guy in. But now we're trying to get, I guess, these 4 to pop in. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Okay. Don't like this wobble here. Oh, well, because one of the feet was up. Oh, nice and flat. All right, let's put some clean keycaps. All right, 80th time's the charm. Phone storage was full. You delete it, reboot it. Still says it's full. You got to go into recently deleted and then tell it to really delete. And now I have half my phone storage back. I also have a picture of what the numpad looks like, so I'll be able to do that correctly when we get to that point. Looked back at previous video. So let's focus on the main keyboard here and our little keycaps and see what we can do. An L, home row, JKL, I guess, JKL, maybe there. Wow, this is actually kind of harder than it looks. C, is this C, Piper? I'm a Dvorak typer, so should have taken a picture of the keyboard as well. HI, is this I? Man, I'm bad. This is not easy as a Dvorak typer. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring up, oh, I'm still, no. Yeah, I'm going to bring up the keyboard itself. Show keyboard. Show keyboard viewer. Huh. Now it's showing my Dvorak layout on the screen. I change it to US for a bit. Okay, that's better. L looks right. I is not even close. That's where Dvorak I would be. So it's saying that I goes here. Okay. What else we got? Pause. I can't see. We'll wait. Save that. How about this? Greater than dot. It's possibly here. We'll see. Page down. Arrows. Escape. Darker ones I can kind of set aside for the nav area. F1. Yay. Y. J. Currently right there. Got my switch puller around here somewhere. If I mess up, we might need that. A shift key. Let's see, likely a left shift since it's got its hole right here. So let's see. Okay. enter key. Okay. A Z, no, an N. An N is gonna go right there, I guess. F. So is that a home row? So this should be F. Sorry, you have a crippled QWERTY typer here. Dvorak rules. Too bad all the can't just rearrange the keys to be Dvorak, because then the different row angles layout doesn't match, like row 1 versus 2 and the slopes and things. Not as easy as it sounds. Let's try this right here, and we'll undo it later if it's not right. 9-0, somewhere up there maybe. F12, 4, 8, 12. What else we got? An E up and to the left of the F. Numpad-ish. Okay. What else we got? Couple hiding over here. F3. Okay, we can deal with this. F3. This one apparently right here. There's another page down. And equals, this plus equals might go up here. This less than comma likely goes here. 2 and an at likely goes here. F7, 4, 5, 6, 7. Another shift. It magically fits. Okay. What do we got? This 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3. F10. Z. 1. Here's a 1. Hope I'm not off and then I have to redo the whole row. V is right here. A7. Okay. Come on, stay flipped over here. What do we got? Oh yeah, let's bring these down and get the grays up higher. Okay. This alt probably goes one of these. I'll save it for a sec. What's this? Jeez. Probably a division symbol on the key. Numpad maybe. M. More arrow. This is like a nav arrow probably. F12. What? Oh, F2. Okay, good. Doesn't help if you're blind. Question mark slash. Yeah, I would have thought maybe right there. So I got to look at the main keyboard too for some of the stranger keys. A picture of the main keyboard before I disabled it. Took it apart, I mean. Plus sign. Okay, this is since it's sloped up like that, I would think that means the plus is first down here. Let me look at my picture actually. Enter. No, it's enter here and then a plus here. Okay. Let's take an H. H, J, K, L. So I think I have L wrong already. Let's fix it. H, J, K, L. 2 above that and to the right is a 0. So I think that's 7, 8, 9. Oh, jeez. Okay, something's wrong with their numbers likely. I was thinking this would be a, a tick mark, but let me go look. I have a video up that shows the. Surprised at how hard this is compared to. It has. Yeah, great. I don't really want to hear myself talking. Let's see if I can back up a tiny bit. Yeah. 90. Okay, it's showing an equals is correct, but and then this is going to be a backspace, and then this is the dash and underscore. I mean, instead of the 0 there, 0 is going to go here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Okay, we're back on track. 8 star goes there. I think this is an alt. And the question mark is going to go there, so I did something wrong with these. Not sure where they go, but we'll figure it out because I can see that in my picture that this goes here. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one yet. Okay, more grays. A couple more arrows, gray. A U and a T. U and a T. Get my on-screen keyboard back. Show keyboard viewer. U goes to the right of the Y. T goes to the left of the Y. Okay. Let me get my QuickTime back on here so I can see what's going on. Tab key. Probably right here, I'm guessing. A. Control. We got a 9. What else? Number pad. Ooh, here's an interesting one for here. I gotta look. I can't keep all the pictures up, so I'll have to stick with the ones I can see at least for now. W is next to E, good. Here's some brackets and likely right there. R. F6. B. Oh, B's a little scratched. I don't know if I did that or the ultrasonic cleaner did that. It's scuffed. Can I see it? Not seeing it on the camera yet. I guess that you can see it. Not sure if that was there beforehand, but it's not good. I should probably sound that off. I was asking Bowden about sandblaster. I go, did you take it somewhere to do sandblasting? And he said the machines aren't that expensive. You got the container, whatever it's called, for 80 pounds. I looked online and they were around 200, but then on eBay I saw some brand new ones for 110 shipped. So I think that's not bad. But I'll probably save that till I actually need it. I'm a poser, but I need to have I need more of a reason to get one. Like I think I will be getting one eventually, but I'll save that for another day. JKL. LMNOP. P. LMNOP. F8. Caps lock. Oops, yeah. Likely right there. X. Another end. A 5. Supposed to be a numpad 5. F9. Here's the 5 I thought the other one was. F11. Backspace. Okay. Another control. What do we got? This is the enter for the numpad. Okay. And G, E, F, G. And Q for QWERTY. 4. S, A, S, D, F. Little home row. Okay, this is the dashy one that I think goes right here. And a D, A, S, D, F. So where's the V key? We're missing a V and a, oh, something I did. So H, I have shifted over wrong. F, G, H, K, yeah. I think this whole row I messed up. Let's try to scooch them down. Yeah.
Dad, why don't you put one together with Dvorak?
The row heights for a lot of the stuff is elevation to it, so when you swap it, it gets all wonky with the row heights. So. I wish, right? On the modern sets, when you buy them for the customs, you can order a cold rack kit. So I guess Dvorak has evolved to maybe these other ones called
Colmac or
yeah, I don't.
some kind of compound.
But it's sort of like they'll make one keycap set that usually covers both or whatever. So my first one that has Dvorak is coming, and it's the Zombiman yellow one. What's it called? Starts with an S. I can't remember it right now, but I'll remember it. Yeah.
Colmac looks a lot more like QWERTY than it does Dvorak, actually.
Oh, I didn't know what it was,
looks
but
really similar. Yeah, it is.
JKL semicolon. Semicolon and tick. I don't know. Here's an F5. Where's escape? Where you got an escape? Here's one. Let's try. Now I'm gonna flip to. Oh, actually, we can. Yeah, my picture that shows the numpad. We'll focus on that for a bit. So 6 goes right here. 8 goes here. 7. 2. 9. 3. Delete is down here. Let's see, a 4. Here's the 5, the most boring numpad key apparently. Star goes like this. 1. What else we got? Numlock. See if I can find it. Here's numlock. Slash. Division, I guess. And what? A minus sign. Cool. Now we'll do the nav part. So we got this, based on the slope, that's, a tilting slope. I think this is the right arrow. This is the left arrow. This is the up. This is the down. Okay, that feels right. What goes up here? End is in the middle. Home goes in the middle up here. Home and end. Insert and delete. And page up and page down. Here's a page up. Here's a page down. It's so fun. It's tactile. I feel like a little kid solving the world's easiest puzzle. But now what? Pause. I do not see in this picture. Okay, so let me flip over to the video and see if I can find what I'm missing the rest of the picture. Okay. Print screen is first over here, which also has, let me flip back to QuickTime so I can show you it's got print screen there and sysRQ, so it's got double, so 2 colors on it. Print screen, and then if I can read this right, there's a scroll lock and a pause. So scroll lock has nothing on the bottom, on the side, but pause has break, but it's in like black, where this one was, you know, black and green, aqua, you know, kind of a light green or something, same as this screen. Okay, we got 2 controls and an alt we need to figure out. I cannot actually read that. I see, I think this might be a control and this might be an alt and an alt. Oh, I got lots. I got 2 controls and 2 alts to deal with. And then these guys. Let me see if I can scrub my video and see a little better what's going on here. Not any luck so far, but let's see. Maybe if I could go 1 frame to the left. Yeah, it kind of looks like controls go on the wide part and alts go on the middle. Let's start with that and see what it looks like. And controls on the outside. And then what do we got above shift? So the tab goes up 1. Sorry. Okay. And then caps lock there. And okay, yeah, here's the tilde tick, I believe would go there. Oops, yeah, that looks right. And then I got 3 keys left. This one's wide, so I think it's this one. And I think I must have the bottom row. Yeah, probably needs to scoot down 1. So C, yeah, the V needs to go over. Move it over a ways here. Oops. Move this row down, make room for the greater than. And M. And assume less than is gonna go, yeah. Come on. Get this last bad boy off of here. Almost done. Alright. Less than. Greater than. And then did we get these right? I think we did. I think they might be backwards. I wish I had a clearer picture here. Can I get a clearer picture? Yeah, tick and double quotes goes on the right, I think so. Swap this one, and then I think all our keycaps are in place. Okay. There. Well, I'd say the cleanup looks pretty good. Yeah. Cleaned up nicely. I guess I couldn't get that on. I really like, you know, these colored, having double and triple colored caps in here. Let me flip back to QuickTime so I can see what I'm showing you guys. So I guess if we zoom in on the dirty space bar, but the rest cleaned up nicely, I'd say. I mean, I'm thinking they're PBT because they don't look yellowed, but I could be wrong. I don't know, maybe the space bar's PBT, or because like I said, these are kind of a gray or whitish granity, so it's kind of a nice key set if people like peerless, Fujitsu peerless. Oh, I looked up the FCC ID and it was yeah, I guess so. This Epson board to me looked like it was. Where did I save that? Let me see if I can recall it. So I'm not making up the numbers here. Keyboards, where are you? Come on. Shoot, I'm not seeing it. Let me see if I have the FCC ID up here. I think I did it on the other computer. Anyways, it's Fujitsu is the OEM for this Epson board, and a year I think was 1988. At least for the FCC ID for what was on this board, and literally there was no other dates hardly on it. So I like it. I think it looks pretty clean, other than the gross space bar, but. What's the typing like? It's not as mushy as foam and foil. It's definitely not clicky. It's kind of mushy, I'd say. So the springs are going down, but then if you know the rubber domes at the bottom, I thought I'd maybe feel them on the bottom, but I'm not feeling them. You think it looks pretty clean? The case and the colored
case
numpads
needs
are
clean.
nice. No, I cleaned it. No,
Down in there.
I know, but
Okay.
maybe it could be done better, and like, you know, it doesn't fit ultrasonically, but overall every part has been soap and water cleaned. So my wife's pointing out this part here, and then I forgot this key, so that one's obvious, right? But
You can tell voting
But-
that I got a big heart on looking at it.
yeah, my wife thinks she has to listen sometimes, and Bowden's got some funny terminology like, okay, this keyboard's clean, get your dicks out, everybody. And yeah, I do love the colors on the numpad. I mean, I think that's gorgeous. Wish I could use this keycap set somewhere that had that, but you know, I'm not opposed to trying this. Obviously, I got to get a PS2 connector and see if it even remotely has a chance of working, and all the keys still, after I took it apart, and the membrane has 3 sheets of membrane, and geez, feels like it's almost zero chance that it'll work, but I'm gonna try it, and when it does, I'll probably take this to work and use it for a week or two and see if I like it. I really love the classic look, though. I didn't know if I would like it or not, and maybe when you do your own work on it, you're more proud of it because it feels nice and clean, and I'm liking it. All right, that's it for Epson. Tear down and clean and put back together. I'll redo this spacebar and get it clean. I don't know if I would retrobrite the case, I guess, possibly. And it's still dirty, so maybe retrobrating and more cleaning on the case would be nice, but the keycaps are wonderful right now. Happy with that. All right, thanks for watching. All right, this is one final video about this Epson keyboard. I cleaned it. I cleaned every piece of it. And I thought for sure when I put it back together that it would not work, because there's 3 layers of membranes, like transparencies on an overhead projector in school. And I was like, you had to line up all 3 of them, and they're flapping around. And so when I put it back together, I thought for some reason, I thought there's no chance this thing will work, but actually every key's working. And so I've been using it on my Mac I'm gonna use it for a few days, and yeah, it's been wonderful. Like I'll do a typing test right now. The keys are sticky, like let's see, like the tab and the enter and the shift kind of are sticky, so I guess I'd want to figure out how to fix those, but overall it's been pretty interesting. So here's let's see, let me try a typing test real quick just for fun and see what it sounds like. Oops.
Dvorak.
Hold on, I'm a Dvorak typer, and my son was just doing a typing test on
You're gonna try
US
to claim,
layout.
You're gonna try to claim that.
Yeah, please, Ron. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Here's the typing test. 78 words per minute, pretty pathetic. But yeah, I like the feel of it. It's not bad. 31 years old. It cleaned up pretty good. My wife noticed it's still a little dirty over here, so I might do some isopropyl alcohol and see if I can do that better than on my hand washing I did. But my favorite thing is the colored keys. So like the blue on these keys is really nice, and it's kind of fun to use the old thing. So remember before I also didn't have an adapter, so this is what I ended up buying. It's working fine, just plugged it in, and I was actually shocked everything worked. So probably use it for a couple days just for the nostalgia, and happy that it works after all that cleaning.